Welcome one and all. We have perfect blue skies and quite a contest ahead of us. This really is a feel-good football match. I'm Peter Drury and this is Jim Beglin. A delight to have him on board.
Well, thanks for that, Peter. I'm more than ready to get going here.
Well, there is here a great sense of expectation. As to universal contentment, the Emirates embraces Arsenal once more. Things already rolling. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Morgan Gibbs-White, Peter. He's someone who'll have an impactful presence. Always the standout player or thereabouts. You know, dynamic, creative, never shirks away from the physical stuff in the game. He's difficult to find faults in. I think his attitude and application is something that any upcoming talent should be looking out for.
I'm thinking the same. He will be a central feature, no doubt. He's in a great position here. This is a promising build-up. He has found the way through. Chance for a shot! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
They've played it short. Hangs in a cross.
Well played and well cleared.
And now a sudden chance to counter. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Schlager. So Jim, what have you made of what we've seen so far?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Not the most convincing of passes. That's a risky ball, you've got to say. Morato. Arsenal yet to have an attempt on goal.
Nottingham genuinely seem like a side that's confident with the quality they have out wide. They certainly like their little intricate combinations and link-ups.
Well, that's the impression I'm getting.
Yeah, I think you'll want to make sure you give the opposition a different look with each attack, variation, unpredictability. You know, that's always key to success.
Good ball, good take.
Havertz really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Now it's Havertz. Bruno Guimaraes. Plays the return pass. And it's Ødegaard. And he's found a way past. Oh, good-looking ball. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. And it's made its way to him. Saka. Havertz. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Driving on and making good progress. Now it's Wood. Wood! Nearly, but not quite.
Wood just can't be faulted for taking on the opportunity. That sort of distance is usually up his street.
Gabriel. Bruno Guimaraes. Now this could be a chance. Wood. Unrelenting, uncompromising pressure on him. And again! Goal! Well, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Well, a little more decisiveness on the ball and that probably wouldn't have happened, but still, it was very well played. Great pressure to force the error.
So the first moment of real significance.
Well, that gives them the privilege to control the tempo of the game. It's up to them to manage it from here now.
Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Goes looking wide. Can he latch on to this? Oh, terrible mistake. Shapes to shoot! Oh, and it's come back out to him. Just not quite happening for him just now.
Well, they're just unrelenting, Peter. Wave after wave of attacks. Now it's just a matter of making at least one of them count. All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
And that should get the job done. That's a throw. And it's Rice. Goes for the shot! That was superb goalkeeping.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Hutchinson.
There will be 1 minute
Wood.
at a time.
And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Nicely shaped ball. Chance! It's a decent watch, a frantic watch. It is half-time.
So not the best.
Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here. Arsenal currently behind by 1-0 at the break.
Well, for me, Peter, things have never really got going, but at least this will be a good time to reflect and regroup. I can see a few changes coming, because whatever they've been doing, it just hasn't gelled.
So that's how it stands. Oh, he's having a go! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Havertz clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Wood is there, and he can get that clear. Incapuyi. Rice receives it in a wide position. He will be livid with himself. So, third corner of the game. Wood getting this one clear. Nottingham have the chance to go the other way. Now it's Wood. Gibbs-White. Rice. And Nkapie. And here's Havertz. Oh, that's a key interception. Gibbs-White. Sankare. He's picked his way through. Sankare. Still chasing the game, trailing by 1. Can he get onto this? That was a good run. The defence looked beaten there.
Well, sometimes you can see it coming a mile off, yet because of the top...
Shot, surely! Oh, crossbar! Not a bad try by any means.
He probably had a good view of it as well, Peter. Obviously, an inch or two lower, and that's in the back of the net.
Number 20.
Rice being hunted in packs.
Well, he's been dropping into space and spraying balls all over the pitch, so enough seems enough now.
Williams. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, there'll be no accusations of a lack of effort.
Decent chance! And that is wildly off target.
I can't quite believe he's missed that, Peter.
Substitution for Arsenal, number 8.
Arsenal
Martin
making
Odegaard.
further changes here,
Number
and
17.
in quick succession.
Number 5, Piero Incapie. Number 7,
Looking to play him in.
Kyle Saka.
Rafinha has it in a wide position.
Number 19,
Not pretty, but it gets the job done.
Leandro Trossard.
Oh, what has happened
Number
here?
11, Rafinha. Number 33,
And that has left him in a heap.
Ricardo Calafiori.
Yeah, he's fouled him there.
Number 22,
And the referee has shown him a yellow card. Bruno Guimaraes. Passes coming off in quick succession here. And he's running through.
Arsenal really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
They're coming again and again.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
substitution for Nottingham, number 23. Coming on to replace him is number 34.
Arsenal get their fourth corner. Keeper has taken decisive action. There's the shot! A real chance and a real let-off.
Yeah, I think that miss is going to give him nightmares for a while.
Hutchinson. Aina. And he has been fouled there.
Substitution for Nottingham, number 6, Ibrahim Sangare. Coming on the field is number 8, Nicolas Dominguez.
Morato. Williams. Schlager. He is through here. Timber spots it and intercepts. Opts for safety. Tries to play it through. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Aina. Rice. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And here's Shevchenko.
That was lovely, that. That was well played, well stopped.
Calafiori has it out wide. A towering header! No, not the best of headers.
Substitution for Nottingham, number 19.
So we have further
Igor
activity on the
Jesus.
bench here. Awani
Coming
to
on
come
to
on,
replace him
a change
is
that had been mooted for a
number
while.
9.
Yeah, he's looking for instructions, probably something along the lines of, go make a nuisance of yourself.
Nice bit of trickery. Knocks it into space. And he can thump it away. Out for a throw. And that's definitely not his best.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
And that's aimed into the middle. Sells, deals with that, nice and simple.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
He's on it, can he get away? That's a good block, but at the expense of a corner. Rice is there and he can get that clear. Rice does well to get it back.
There will be 5 minutes at a
And
time.
now they can spring out of defence. This looks promising. He's found the way through. And a chance! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Calafiori actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest. This is a Hollywood or bust corner. The final whistle is up next.
And it's been taken short. Keep the ball and you win the game. It really is that simple. And the referee's looking at his watch. We could be done here. Awani receives it in a good position here. That's a cute ball. It's a pretty loose pass. And there goes the final whistle. Arsenal come up short. They will be taking nothing. So hello and welcome one and all from what I can only describe as footballing utopia. The weather is perfect, the fans are in great voice, and the players are all set to get started. This is Peter Drury, and next to me providing insights will be Jim Beglin.
Hi everyone, and thanks Peter, it's great to be on board.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So things are underway. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Well Peter, I don't think you're going to get many defenders who are as good as this fella, Koundé. When it comes to building from the back, I mean, he's always boasted impressive forward passes, where you see him hit the front line with diagonals, switch play. He's got a great, varied passing game, but I really have been surprised at how good a ball carrier he is.
Danny Olmo! Hughes. Sarr. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. And it's Munoz. He's picked his way through. That ball looks a good one. He's on it. Can he get away? Now Trossard. Pacho. So Jim, what have you made of what we've seen so far?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
And he gets rid in a hurry. And that could well leave a mark. Sarr. Deveni. Munoz. First quarter of an hour gone. Sarr. Pass somewhat off target.
It was indecision all round. They have to do a bit better than that.
Still goalless. Pacho. Koundé. And it's Rice. Pacho. And it's Shevchenko. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
He has found the way through. Genuine physical edge about this game. It is quite attritional. Oh, shooting chance! They've scored! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
So the first moment of real significance.
Well, that gives them the privilege to control the tempo of the game. It's up to them to manage it from here now.
He's rising! Oh, it's come off the upright. It's not an especially good pass, that. And he can thump it away. Zabani. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Well timed, excellent interception.
Arsenal really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Rice. It's Camavinga. Zabani. 15 minutes till half-time. And it's Camavinga. Mbappe. And Koundé. Danny Olmo picks it up out wide. Mbappe. And it's Rice.
Camavinga really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Good ball, good take. Hoisted in.
Well, not the worst attempt. A little technical tweak should help the quality.
Goes down, but nothing given.
OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
Can he latch on to this? Towering header! Harmlessly behind. Kamada. And Richards. And it's Devaney. Hughes. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. And this is Shevchenko. Shevchenko finds himself offside. It's a really well-measured ball. Kamada. Devaney. Another pass, just keeps it ticking over. Great ball if he can get there. And he's made sure that's not getting through. Sarr. And that signals the end of the first period. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness perhaps the only things lacking. Arsenal currently behind by 1-0 at the break.
Yeah, you don't get any points for stating the obvious, Peter, but thankfully this is still very savable. Keep things simple, keep the intensity high, and hope for an early goal. If that happens, it's a game changer.
So that's how it stands at halfway. We'll be back with the second half very soon. So straight into the second half.
Arsenal really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
He's had a shot! He's got away with one there.
Well, let that be a lesson to them. If they don't stay focused all the time, they're going to be made to pay.
Hughes. And it's Devaney. Can he get onto this? Munoz engages and forces him off the ball. Munoz was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. He can run onto that. Ah, such a clever touch.
Yeah, we get to see this more and more.
And a header!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Arsenal still chasing a 1-goal deficit here. Lerma. And he can clear it away.
Crystal Palace definitely like their pressing from the front.
Yeah, it's relentless at times, Jim, isn't it? High energy, high intensity.
Standard practice nowadays, Peter. Make sure you don't give your opponents any time to think on the...
Shoots! It's hit the upright. And that has been knocked clear. Now that's a lovely exchange. Mbappe in towards the back stick. And he's taking no chances there. Oh, he'd have done well to reach that.
Is 28,599.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here.
Well, this could be a bit of a nightmare scenario for the defence, as you're going to be facing a very willing runner now, especially one that likes to make those runs beyond the defensive line.
He'll try from distance! Split-second reaction.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Number 5.
Arsenal with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually.
Number 11.
Defending of the desperate variety.
That's
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away and
Getting up there!
Number 21.
Didn't quite get enough on that.
yeah, some good movement inside the box. No shortage of targets here.
Lerma. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Arsenal are very much in the game and matching the opposition for chances.
Oh, no, that was never going to make it. Messi. And here's Kane. Rice. And it's Robertson. Messi. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
The ball has bounced loose now. Aimed beyond the defence. Kamada. Rijkaard gets a foot in here. And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench. Corner number 2 then. Tries to get it clear. Half an hour gone in the second half. And it's Robertson. Rijkaard. Lovely pass, but can he get there? He is just caressing the ball.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
That pass has been well intercepted. He's found a way through. It's a pretty loose pass. Rice. Now it's Kane. Knocks it into space. Yamal is onto this. That's a decent clearance. Ball's gone out of play.
Substitution for Crystal Palace. Number 22. Strand Larsen.
Oh, sweet feet.
Number 59. Number 55.
Swings it across.
Coming on the field.
And it's safely in the keeper's hands.
Jean-Philippe Mateta. Number 17.
Kamada
Takehiro Tomiyasu.
tries to play it
Number
through.
20.
Now it's Sarr.
Adam Wharton.
Crystal Palace can really think about the precious seconds that took off the clock. No need to overly commit now.
And he's being shifted off it. Nice physical challenge. And this is Kane.
Two added minutes have been indicated.
Time added on will be 2 minutes. Sarr.
This is the time you need that pace.
No unnecessary risks, and the game is petering out here. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. So it's a quick trip back to the drawing board, and looking at the manager's face, his plan clearly failed to materialise as he intended. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
I think it's one of these games where both have plenty to think about. I don't think it was by design the game ended this way. A listless loss and unconvincing win, depending on which perspective you want to look at it from.
I think we're just about out of time, so many thanks to Jim, and a very good afternoon to you. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm your commentator, Peter Drury, and providing his unique brand of expert analysis, here's Jim Beglin.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Drury, and hello to everyone.
Have a look at this. It is what you anticipate here these days in London North 7. An undulating red and white wave, an Arsenal wave which envelops the team. So we're very much on the way now. And it's to Kepa. Well, it's fair to presume, I suppose, that Lionel Messi will, as almost always, Jim, be carrying a huge burden of expectation here.
Yeah, but it won't bother him at all, Peter. He just delivers without fail time and time again, and often in a way only he can.
Absolutely. So I wonder what the little magician will have in store for us today.
Well, all I shall say is expect the unexpected.
Oh, good spread. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Sabani. Messi. And they're on him in a flash. Now it's Shevchenko. Oh, that looks a cracking ball. Gross. This is a promising build-up. Space for him to turn and look.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Neither of the teams has yet taken the initiative.
Might want to be careful there.
No foul, says the referee. Robertson. And they can counter here. De Bruggen gets his hands on it and the danger is averted. It's gone for a throw-in. Rijkaard. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped. Well, both teams are proceeding with caution, but there's plenty of time to wait for some attacking purpose.
Doué. Big chance! Goal! Arsenal! Arsenal take the lead. A horrible blip, a situation utterly avoidable that has resulted in considerable embarrassment.
Yeah, they were made to pay for not moving the ball smartly enough through a very strong pressing wave.
Oh, he's been caught napping. De Kepa wants to run onto this. Doué. Arsenal with a chance to counter-attack now. Trossard scooting forward. And it's Robertson. And it's Rice. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. And Koundé. Now it's Doué. Oh, that's fabulous. And it's played in here. Vifa gets it away. Back in once more. Probing pass. De Kalpa. Ruter.
Kajolu.
And the keeper's got it again.
Donnarumma. Rice.
Spread it left. Now it's Trossard. A lovely pass, but can he get there? And the goalkeeper's got a good palm to that. And the volley. And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
And we have our very first corner. And he gets rid in a hurry. Brighton have the chance to go the other way. De Kalpa. Well, that is one way to stop him. Now that looks a decent ball. Robertson tries to clear. He's dealt with that really well. Trossard.
It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
Played out wide. Messi. And the finish! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
Oh, what a chance. He probably had more time than he realised.
Well, the referee's pulled play back and has booked him for the original offence. Gross, shifted upfield. Messi. The ball is loose and the chase is on. Gross. Ruter. Played out to the left flank. And it's Gross. That has been slung wide.
There will be 1 minute at
Looking for the run. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Now it's Doué. And this is Shevchenko. Trossard. Shevchenko. And that brings the first half to a close. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs. Arsenal up by 1 goal at the halfway point.
Yeah, on the face of it, it looks a fair reflection of what we've all seen, Peter. Some incisive play one side, battling qualities on the other. I think this game is there to be won, and a minor tweak maybe all it needs to change it.
Arsenal leading via the game's only goal, 1-0 at the break. is the first touch of the second half.
Well, if you're ahead, it's a good time to start moving the ball quicker, Peter. Entice your opponents out. See if you can open them up a bit more.
And the shot! It's in! A 2-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
It's just sloppy to lose the ball like that, Peter. The ease which they were able to cut through them from there, that definitely doesn't have a good look about it.
He's had a shot! Well, that is rather wayward. Not the best distribution from the keeper. That is ended up in no man's land. And the through ball, and this is Messi. He is through here, and the shot, and it's there! Up by 3. They have their boot on the throats of their foes. His position was perfect, the invitation was there for him, and his response absolutely clinical.
Some great movement here, and the pass was perfect. All he had to do was just apply the finishing touch.
A case now of complete control.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Arsenal looking close to untouchable here at 3-0. Takes the shot! Vifa. Arsenal have scored 2 quick goals here. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
That is good alertness. Nicely worked.
60,810.
He has found the way through. Kajolu. And the Kuiper. And he's managed to get free. Messi, a massive creative influence, involved in so many goals. Vifa. Nicely spread. Strong running down that left flank. Rice. Kajolu. Ruter. Some front-footed pressing going on here. And that's another good win of the ball. Vifa calmly anticipates. And it's Robertson. And here's Trossard. Oh, no joy this time. Gross. Played out towards the right wing. He's found a way past. Little doubt, that is a foul. And the referee has shown him a yellow card. He does seem to be in considerable discomfort. I do hope it's nothing serious.
I just think it was a cheap foul to give away.
Substitution for Arsenal. Number 14, Desiree Doué. Number 19, Leandro Trossard. Number 4,
Vifa.
Lionel Messi.
Quick look, thought about
Number
cutting
8,
inside.
Frank Rijkaard. Number 20, Andrei
Almost
Shevchenko.
75 minutes on the clock now.
Coming on the field.
Now it's Kane.
Number 18,
Aims
Kylian
beyond the
Mbappe.
defence.
Number 11,
Some
Rafinha.
intricate passing,
Number
looking
5,
to progress the ball.
Dani Olmo. Number 7, Frenkie
Dani
de
Olmo.
Jong. Number
And it's
21,
Rice.
Harry Kane.
Robertson. And they're quick to get it back. That's a little off target.
This is the time you need that pace.
He's picked his way through. This looks promising, and he's certainly onside here. Mbappe, Kadiolu does really well to win the ball there. He's on it, can he get away? Just eases him off the ball.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
He's through here. He's got away. That's brave goalkeeping, really decisive.
Well, his positioning was just spot on, and he made the goal look an awful lot smaller.
Verbruggen did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Rice, and it's De Jong. And here's Dani Olmo. Vifa, aim forwards. And no, that was never going to make it. And this is Kane. Now it's Dani Olmo. Dani Olmo! And for sure, that was not one of his best. Dunk. Not the most convincing of passes. Dealt with nicely by the defence. So that's it. It is all over. Arsenal have done it. They've achieved what they came for. Maximum points, the perfect outcome. Welcome one and all. We have perfect blue skies and quite a contest ahead of us. This really is a feel-good football match. I'm Peter Drury, and here with me in the commentary box, I'm glad to report, is Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks for that, Peter. I'm more than ready to get going here.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it.
The midfield three, Peter, I think are going to be key in this lineup because it's a very expansive system.
Yeah, it certainly looks a very front-footed approach.
It is, and with the front three, especially the wide men, running at and beyond the defence, there's going to be an awful lot asked of the midfield. They have to supply those balls the attack can run onto, while at the same time maintaining the team's overall shape by linking the front and back.
So straight into the action. Robertson tries to pass it through, and that's... He's had a shot! And he has been fouled there. Oh, he's found support out wide. And it's Messi. Well, now the opposition are going to... Rice! And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders.
I'm really impressed with the tenacity he's shown to intercept that. That's how they're going to make things happen.
Koundé with a definite foul there. Nicely shaped ball. Donnarumma gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. That is ended up in no man's land. And here's Shevchenko. Koundé. Arsenal are applying all the early pressure.
Yeah, whether they've been allowed to set the standards or not, they're setting them, and a goal has to follow.
O'Brien. And the counter is on. And it's Erabunam. It's a good spell of possession, this. Ndiaye. Rice. Robertson. Shevchenko. That's a good ball out wide. Neither side yet able to force a breakthrough here. Oh, that's fabulous. And it's Erabunam. And he's worked it through. Now there's a fine ball. Rijkaard. Strokes it back.
Modern football for you, and all that pressing.
And the shot. Chance for a shot! He's delivered all right!
Well, when it's pieced together as efficiently as that, it's a joy to watch.
After 20 minutes in, number 10, Iliman Ndiaye.
So the first moment of real significance.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10 minutes will call for real focus as the opposition will inevitably react.
Messi. Rice. And this is Shevchenko! And that is doing no harm at all.
Well, I'm not sure what happened there, Peter. Did he get caught admiring his own first touch, maybe?
That's destined for the flank. And it's Shevchenko.
Arsenal are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
He's had a shot! Dewsbury Hall is in the top 10 when it comes to assists this season. Koundé. And it's Van Dijk. Arsenal are seeing plenty of the ball, but for now they trail. And here's Rafinha. Rafinha. Terrific effort! Denied by an instinctive save.
Shevchenko clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Passes coming off in quick succession here. Shevchenko! And that is wildly off target.
I thought it was a really good break. No shortage of pace nor intensity. Exactly what's required when on the counter-attack.
Rijkaard. For Rice. Rafinha. Can he get on the end of this? Here comes the cross. Keane getting this one clear. O'Brien. Garner. This looks promising. Short changes him with that pass. Now it's Shevchenko. Tarkowski.
OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
Dewsbury Hall. Mbappe. Messi. He's having a hit! Oh, it's come off the upright. Oh, good-looking ball. Tarkowski. It's not an especially good pass, that. Keeper's got good distance on that. Now that's well seen too. Messi. And it's Rice. Played out to the left flank.
There will be 1 minute at a time.
Barry.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
He might be in here! That has been slung wide. And the referee has blown for half-time. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness perhaps the only things lacking. Arsenal trailing by the tightest of margins at half-time.
Yeah, you don't get any points for stating the obvious, Peter, but thankfully this is still very savable. Keep things simple, keep the intensity high, and hope for an early goal. If that happens, it's a game changer.
Well, that is the first half done, and we are ready for what follows in the second. And we're already back up and running after half-time.
Arsenal really need to bring up their...
And Shevchenko! He's got a goal! They have done it! They have their equaliser!
And that comes as a very welcome relief. Now let's see who's got what it takes to seize the initiative from here.
Whoever is in his path, he will always find a way.
Shevchenko demonstrated great strength there. I mean, he really had to hold his man off and just create enough room for him to be able to get the shot away. And I think it's just top play.
So they have it all to do again.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Rafinha, over to the other side. Now it's Mbappe. Delivery from Mbappe. Tries to get it clear. Oh, sweet feet. Tries one from range. A real chance and a real let-off.
Well, the invitation was there, so he was right, in my opinion, to take it on. Alas, it was a technical flaw.
Time then for the first substitution of the game.
22, Rafinha. Number 10, Lionel Messi. Number 7, Kylian Mbappe. Number
Ghana.
44,
Lovely
André
pass, but
Gestegen.
can he get there?
Coming on the field.
That's a modern defender's instinct from a modern coach's mindset.
Number
Well, he
8,
got rid because he was under pressure.
Number 14,
Nice looking ball.
Desiree
It's a pretty
Doué.
loose pass.
Number 9, Harry Kane.
Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. And Ndiaye. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Looking tidy in possession here. And here's Dewsbury Hall. Tries to play it. Real chance!
The attendances for this match.
That wasn't the worst effort in the world.
97.
Towering header! Oh, it rattles the bar! Defending of the desperate variety. Arsenal have the chance to go the other way. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Barry is onto it in a flash. Trossard providing an outlet on that flank. And it's Olmo. Knocks it into space. Played in. He's rising! He pondered over it, and that goes down as a chance missed.
Kane simply took an age to make his mind up, Peter, when urgency was the single requirement.
Substitution for Everton. Number 22.
Everton can now introduce the first of their substitutes.
Well, this could be a bit of a nightmare scenario for the defence, as you're going to be facing a very willing runner now, especially one that likes to make those runs beyond the defensive line.
Now it's Doué. Danny Olmo. It's gone in, and it is an own goal.
I've been there myself, and that's the last thing he wanted to happen. I really sympathise.
So one moment's crazy confusion, but they all count.
Look, often chances are hard to come by in these games, so just one mistake could be all it takes to make the difference.
Arsenal do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. Gets a good foot in there. Urabunam. Shot could be on. He's having a shot! And he should have made them pay.
That's good running. It makes life so much easier when you have people who are willing to go beyond the defence like that.
Coming on the field is number 2.
Tarkowski goes looking wide. Half an hour gone in the second half.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
And it's Rice. Danny Olmo. And here's Kane. Danny Olmo. Mikolenko attempts a clearance. Irubinam looking for the run.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Ndiaye. Tacho tries to clear. Oh, that's a key interception. Now it's Doué.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
No, there's no going past him this time. Keane did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. And he was quick to react. Pickford clears without hesitation.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
Pinches it off him. And there's his chance to lead the counter. He has found a way through. Oh, the less said about that pass, the better. Nicked it back promptly, and the shot! And it's in! And surely that clinches it! There really is no way back now! Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Well, a little more decisiveness on the ball and that probably wouldn't have happened, but still, it was very well played. Great pressure to force the error.
So is that the decisive? Great chance! In he goes again! Just cruising! They are cruising! And he is away! The launch of a brand new hero!
Number 8.
And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
And that's great movement from him. He instinctively knew that the ball was going to come back out and put himself where he needed to be. The sort of thing you just can't teach.
Arsenal palpably stronger, better, superior. Takes a shot! It's a goal! Untouchable, remorseless, relentless, a class of their own.
Number 9.
A horrible blip, a situation utterly avoidable that has resulted in considerable embarrassment.
Yeah, they were made to pay for not moving the ball smartly enough through a very strong pressing wave.
And now he has two. And that is it, the referee has seen enough. Arsenal come away having earned what they always set out to earn, the maximum complement of points. Kane voted man of the match, and deservedly so. A warm welcome to all of you on this utterly glorious day. Positive vibes all around us, nigh on perfect conditions. There is a thrilling football match in prospect here, and we will be getting underway very shortly. I'm your commentator, Peter Drury, and providing his unique brand of expert analysis, here's Jim Beglin.
Cheers, Peter. It's a privilege to be here. It really is.
Oh, that's a foul in a dangerous area. It's a straight red. He has been given his marching orders. Well, he waited a little while, but it does seem that the referee was eventually convinced that that was a clear enough chance he denied.
He really ended up between a rock and a hard place then, Peter. Probably took the...
Getting up there! No, he didn't quite meet it right. Ignori gets the nod here. Anything we should note about him, Jim?
Well, Peter, I think his teammates will be hoping that he can use his searing pace.
Impressive jump! Firm header, just off target.
That's a great attempt, although he clearly feels he should have done better with it.
Mings. Lindelof. Barkley. Mings. Now, can they get him away? Madsen looking to receive it in space. And he welcomes it in. Oh, great defending, that needed doing. Watkins was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. That's been slipped through. Bizot breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. Camavinga looking for options for movement, and that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Madsen. Lindelof. Mings. And Lindelof.
Aston genuinely seem like a side that's confident with the quality they have out wide. They certainly like their little intricate combinations and link-ups.
Well, that's the impression I'm getting.
Yeah, I think you'll want to make sure you give the opposition a different look with each attack. Variation, unpredictability, you know, that's always key to success.
It's a promising position. Big chance! Goal! Arsenal! Arsenal take the lead.
The goal scorer for Arsenal.
Lacking for neither time nor space. It could scarcely have been more straightforward.
Well, so often it comes down to that quality on the final pass, and we've got it here, Peter. The defence might want to have a good look at themselves as to how they let it happen.
So we have the first goal.
Well, it's great commitment on show here. They'll be hoping now that they can stay focused and disciplined enough to hold on to this.
Onana. Konsa. Space for him to turn and look. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through.
I'm not sure the shot was ever on there, really. There were just too many bodies in the way, Peter.
Tries to get it clear.
Well, a few of his teammates are quite furious with him as they felt they were within reach, but he made nothing of it. His boss doesn't look too amused either.
He steps in, and that's the end of that. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Flings in across.
OK, it didn't quite come off. The execution, I think, needs a retry, maybe with a better outcome.
And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. Koundé kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Out towards the flank. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Now it's Doué. Doué. Onana. Mings. Madsen. Onana. 1-0 here just before the break, and it looks as though it's going to stay that way for now. Van Dijk. Pressing high and with purpose. And it's Olmo. That's destined for the flank. Oh, no joy this time. Lindelof. Now Konsa. Now it's Barkley. That was good pressing, forced the error to put an end to it before things could get even more threatening. He is through here. Plays a sharp little ball here. Not a hint of offside here. Oh, good effort. And that's a sharp finish. They are right back in business.
Well, it looks like we have ourselves a real game here now, Peter. They've been rewarded for their courage, for their attitude, for their application, and now they'll want another.
Not so much sophistication as doggedness and sheer bloody-mindedness.
Such good movement. Some players have that natural ability to be in the right place at the right time. We've just seen the perfect example.
We're looking at a different game now.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to finishing.
That has not gone well. Mings. Looking to play him in. And it's hoisted clear. This possibly the last play of the half. Oh, great leap!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
The whistle's gone, and that's it for the first half.
That was the first half.
Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square. Some first-half thoughts?
Arsenal can take heart from the fact that they're more than holding their own despite being a man down. That's credit to their level of organisation and spirit. Now that they've got a chance to have a breather and settle down, it'll be interesting to see what approach they'll take after the break.
So 45 minutes of uncompromising football, and at the break it's one each. And we're already back up and running after half-time. Konsa. Bailey. Well, that's beautifully weighted. Now it's Bailey. Barkley. Decent chance! Oh, it's come off the upright. No, just not quite. Great vision. It's Barkley! And that was very necessary. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Well, they can break here. Nouri. And it's Rice. It's Camavinga. Mings. That's a sharp pass. Spread it left. A quick look, thought about cutting inside. Oh, that's fabulous. A lot of space ahead of him. There's the header! Well taken goal. And the game is well and truly turned on its head.
The goal scorer for Arsenal.
Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done.
Number 19, Leandro Trossard, coming on the field. Number 9, Harry Kane. Number 11, Lamine Yamal. Number 7,
Arsenal making further changes here, and in quick succession.
Number 8.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
This is the perfect example of how to play with a man advantage. Move the opposition from side to side, wear them down.
Surely he can't... And the shots! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Well, some are shouting for a corner, but the referee says goal kick.
Number 6, Ross Barkley. Coming on to replace him is number
Challenge
7,
just a bit on the firm side. Mings.
Right here, right now, it's not looking favourable. They're chasing the ball and the game.
That's a lovely, neat pass. Mbappe picks it up out wide. And that has been knocked clear. Ball is over the line. Lovely bit of skill. Plays it across. And he's there to clear it.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away and eventually you might just get that little break.
They're coming again and again.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
Yamal! Now, who's going to be first to this? Now, that is commitment to the cause.
Number 10, Emiliano Buendia. Coming on the field.
Arsenal have their second corner now. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Can he get it through? And he's picked it up out wide, pulls it back, and he's there to belt it away. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Taken back almost at once. Oh, super find. That's a good ball.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Knocks it out wide. Mings. McGinn. Konsa. Now it's Bailey. To McGinn. Now it's Kane. Now it's Bailey. He is through here. The final moments of a game that has been pretty compelling overall.
Well, I like to see, Peter, that they haven't given up yet, so the spirit burns on.
Deflected behind for a corner kick.
Substitution for Aston.
Corner number 3 coming up.
Leon Bailey.
And he gets rid in a hurry.
Replace him is number 2.
Tries one from range. Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. And now they can spring out of defence. Can he get on the end of this? Now it's McGinn. He's got away. And a shot has fallen kindly here. And yes, it's there! 2 to the good, and they are purring, absolutely purring.
Number 11.
And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
And that's great movement from him. He instinctively knew that the ball was going to come back out and put himself where he needed to be. The sort of thing you just can't teach.
So is that the decisive goal? Not much in the way of time. Great chance! And a neat finish! With so little time left! Grandstand finish! And that was as close to certain as can be.
Well, of course, it's great play to set him up, Peter, but you can't say the defence did themselves many favours then. They really should have picked him up sooner.
Arsenal give themselves a chance of a fairy tale finish.
Well, the mindset has changed. Now they need to find all the courage they can get.
And he's there to get it away. 5 minutes to add. Cash. Garnacho. And time is up. Well, plenty of talking points, and many of them sadly negative. This is clearly not how it was meant to go.